we were both sort of sitting in our living room, probably in the same space. We were like, what does our dream work day look like? And we were just like, I think being at home. Being at home with our plants. I'm Tanya.
And I'm Carson.
And this is our handmade home
in Anchorage, Alaska. When you pull up to the house, you'll notice right away that the exterior is very unique. We have a really cool siding on our front wall that's made with cedar 2x2s. And you can just see the height of that front wall with the roof that extends over the front of the wall. We put can lighting in the roof above the front of the house, so at night it just lights up the whole cedar front facade in a really cool way. Here's where you can see the siding that we worked on here with our cedar 2x2s, and you can check out the detail work on that. It was a big project. Growing up here in Alaska, I was born and raised in Anchorage. My family, they happened to have built 3 homes. I was always around them, helping them build their house. I knew probably junior high or high school that I wanted to build myself a small cabin one day.
As soon as he told me that he was planning to build a house in the future, I was like, what? What does that mean? People just buy a house and they live there. What do you mean build a house? I don't know, I don't understand. There's a lot of DIY, there's a lot of YouTubing, and it's just kind of fun to be part of that journey because I never ever imagined dreaming of building my own house, but now there's just no other way I would imagine it for us.
The design of our house and through the process of building our house, that inspired us to build our shop. We opened up our plant shop called That Feeling Co. a year and a half ago in January of 2020. We sell houseplants, coffee, home goods, pots, and ceramics.
Plants just create such a beautiful environment for our space, and we just started having these really meaningful rituals together, every week, when we would just be really intentional with our time, just sort of settle in and just enjoy our plants, enjoy our time together. And we just noticed such a difference in our mental health. We really like to bring in nature into our home, especially during winter months. It's just so gloomy and dark. It's just a beautiful contrast, looking out our windows and seeing snow and just everything kind of blank, and then having this really warm space to come home to, which is essentially why we also created the shop. So here's our living room. This is definitely our favorite place to hang out for many awesome reasons. We are right next to big, beautiful windows that look to the outside, which is just the beautiful, lush forest. Behind me is this beautiful monstera, and this is just my perfect little nook to hang out pretty much every day. A little hard to leave.
One of the first things that people notice when they come into our home is how it feels like we're deep in the woods, but we're still right here in the city. So they can walk into the living room and look out our big windows and see all of these trees and the nature around us, but we're still feel so secluded.
We have just beautiful little clusters of plants, which I think works really well. Instead of just having plants in every single spot we could, I like having more intentional moments for plants, especially based on their lighting needs and just kind of how they work with the space.
We wanted our kitchen to feel really minimal and intentional. We do a lot of cooking together, and we're really, really into cooking. And so we ended up organizing and styling the kitchen to keep it really as clean as we can. We wanted some open shelving for our cups and plates so that everything is easy to grab and it keeps it a little bit tidier. Tanya's favorite thing is probably the fridge.
The Speg fridge is the highlight of the kitchen, let's be real. I mean, the fridge and the tile is just match made in heaven.
I really wanted to find a way to hide our television. I just hate TVs on the wall, and it's just something that really bugs me, and cords and TVs and stuff everywhere. So we right in front of us on the other side of this couch, we have TV lift cabinet where the TV comes out of the cabinet and it spins around to the kitchen and to the dining room and back around to the couch, and then it hides back in the cabinet, and it's one of my favorite projects because It's a way to hide the TV, but still pull it out for movie nights and hanging out on the couch. And that was just something that was really important to me.
I am a fine artist, and in the last 3 years, I've transitioned my painting practice to using only natural ingredients for painting. I am an abstract painter, so it gives me a lot of room to create textures and colors just based on color itself. And I just got inspired to research and find out if there was a more natural way for me to create my paintings with, specifically avoiding like plastics and anything like that. So my studio space is pretty small. I really like it because, you know, I don't have a lot of room, so I have to make every bit kind of work. So on one side, Carson built this like hanger system on one side where I can basically put canvases on one side of the wall to either dry or to paint on. So that has been really nice to have like drying space or just sort of extra storage. I have my easel and I have kind of my general painting area right here. I have a lot of my pigments, which are just like loose pigments or loose rocks, into which I add a solution, a type of binder, and then I mix everything over here. Moving over to this side is my inspirational space. So I really like to collect beautiful handmade ceramics by small makers. I really enjoy handmade art materials that really inspire my work and creating. So a lot of the things that I really love to look at are over here. Welcome to our bedroom. As you can see, pretty much just the bed fits in this space because it is a smaller room, but I think we've definitely made it work. Here's Jossie being cute on the bed. We did want to keep it sort of more minimal in here because the space is so small. So we only have a couple of moments where we have plants, but mostly we do have one of my favorite painting pieces that I've done. And this particular piece is actually at Hatcher Pass, which is a beautiful mountain range here in Alaska. This painting is actually really special in one more way because we did a little video a few years back where I was introducing a painting collection with a video, and I started the painting pretty much entirely at Hatcher Pass itself. So it is a painting that I started there on location, plein air painting, and it's kind of the scene where we actually got married a few years later. I guess that is really, really extra special.
When you've taken the time to individually choose every single aspect of the house, it is so rewarding to live in that home knowing that you made every single micro decision. It is so fulfilling to even be in a space that you can kind of curate and make mistakes. You know, there's definitely going to be mistakes, especially with a structure that's never been built before. There's a lot of home builders that just, you know, they built the same template and they've built it 100 times and they can do it really fast. A custom home that's never been built before does take a lot more time. And there is, you know, there are things that pop up and there are complications, but there are people who specialize in every aspect of home building, and you can use them as a resource and ask questions.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
And don't forget to subscribe to Handmade for more tours like this.